Today we have with us Mr. David Nair, an author, entrepreneur, philanthropist and life coach from Australia. So let us know his thoughts about different aspects of life. So first of all, a very warm welcome to Marva Studios and a very warm welcome to India.
Thank you.
Please tell us something about you, your journey and your books, like the books, 3 books you've authored, I Excel, Wire for Success, Your Why and Grail 2.0. Please tell us something about those books.
I'd love to. I want everybody out there to understand one little thing. Learn to remove that limiting belief from your head. Remove that ceiling from your head. At 14 and a half years old, my parents moved me away from home to a place called Australia because I was so shy. Why was I so shy? Because I was frightened to talk to people. How many people out there are like that? And because I was frightened to talk to people, my mother said, my son will not read anything, better send him somewhere. So they sent me to Australia. I studied. Do you think when you change place from a location called Kuala Lumpur to a location called Brisbane, Australia, change will happen, or you got to do some work on yourself? I thought I could go to this college and sit there in the residency college and do nothing. 6 months went, nothing was happening, until one of the senior lecturers came in and he hit me on the head and said, what are you doing? And I said, I'm studying, sir. And he said, no, I want you to go and meet people. Now I'm asking this question to you out there. How many of you know how to meet people? How many have been taught how to meet people? How many have been actually guided how to meet people? I wasn't, so they taught me. I got into debating, I got into discussion groups, I got into roundtable talks, and through that, I evolved my speaking. And in 2004, I had the privilege of talking in your town called Gurgaon, open air stadium, 40,000 people. From 0 to 40. Now, guys, if you have the will to want to come up, nothing will stop you.
Right, sir. So in today's world, we talk about the Gen Zs or the youth we have. They don't have patience for anything. But we also know that for success, patience is one of the most important thing which should we have. So do you want to guide, how would you like to guide the students or the youth of this generation to have patience in life?
Very simple. Very simple. How many of you actually jump out of bed to do things or drag yourself? Oh my God, I got to do some work today. If you're in the second category, you need to start thinking how you can whitewash your mind. A very simple process. Sit down every morning for 30 days and write in silence, why are you in this world? You've been given a breath of life. What are you doing with that breath of life? Who gave you that breath of life? Are you happy to be mediocre, or do you want to do something with your life? Do you want to impact somebody? Once you start to take your mind away from you and put it on other people, you will then understand the whole dynamics of the world changes. And in so doing, what comes out is a whole dynamics shift in you. The important thing here, guys, is for you to be persistently working on your own self-development. I did that example today, earlier, with a cup of half-filled water. Make sure your cup of life is full. You cannot help people, you cannot talk to anybody, you cannot help yourself if you don't know how to fill your cup. How do you fill your cup? Silence time. 10 minutes every morning. Sit down and just jot down, why are you here? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What can you do to improve your life and that of your neighbor, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister? And when you do that, all of a sudden you're taking your eyes off yourself and putting it onto somebody else. So now you get automatically responsibility. So when you get responsibility, you want to shift. So the alpha generation now got to think, am I here to serve a purpose? If I'm here to serve a purpose, what do I need to do? How can I make a difference in this world? Or am I just going to be a number? My suggestion to you, do not be a number. Make the difference, because you're truly worth it. And I have put out YouTubes out there for you to even go and watch. One of the YouTubes is, if you do not tell the world your story, you are a very selfish person. Learn to tell your story to the world. Let the world know who you are. Let the world see how wonderful a lotus you can blossom into, and do that. And the world will be your oyster to live in.
Sir, as there are a lot of things going on in today's generation's mind, be it personal life or professional life, sir, it is very difficult to declutter the mind and to go in a meditation state, like you said, for 10 minutes. So, would you like to guide the students how to declutter the mind and go in that meditate state?
Okay. Your first step, very simple, is do this exercise that I call journaling. Okay, every day in 10 minutes you're doing this question and answer, but separate to that, carry a book with you and start writing things that are causing you challenges. Start writing things that give you buzz moments. Start writing things how you get empowered by just watching that, or looking at a YouTube, or watching a screen. And through that process, you begin to now funnel certain things down. The rest of it is clutter. When you funnel it down to 5 or 6 or 7 things, they become your core buzz moments. They become your passion. And when they become your passion, they become your purpose for life. Over time, you will evolve a purpose. My purpose, when I first started, I didn't have it. But in 97, 98, over that period, I began to evolve my purpose. And today, very simply put, my purpose is to create a mindset shift, a heart set shift, and a soul set shift in 1 million people. Improving their lifestyle and that of the next generation, thereby leaving behind a legacy and a footprint for others to follow. My question to you, what is your purpose in life? When you find your purpose, you're going to say, man, I'm going to rock and roll with this. And when you rock and roll with this, your purpose is going to be dynamic. Make it dynamic. Make it passionate. And if you know some of the great people of wisdom, Dalai Lama, his basic message, for happiness, you need contentment. Contentment doesn't come with just money. Money is important, I didn't say it's not, but it is not vital. Contentment comes when you know how to put all this masala together and then make that money. It tastes different.
Right, so that was really very helpful. So my next question too is that you inspire a lot of people out there. So who was your inspiration and how did he or she inspire you?
Very simple. My first inspiration obviously was my mother. We learn all the fundamentals from my mother. But the key thing is, my silence and my shyness had to be broken. And the only way I could break it was to go look for coaches. In my journey to where I am today, I had 14 coaches of different cadre who got me to where I am today. One of the key top coaches is John Grinder, the co-founder of NLP. I had the privilege to work and study with John Grinder in London, Croydon, and through that process over a period of 6 to 8 months, studying with John first, being his intern and working with some of the practices over there, I had the privilege of getting a lot from him. And through that process, I have now been able to pass on some of this knowledge, experiences more than anything else, to the community at large. And over the last 2 decades, I didn't make $1 million, I didn't collect in 1 million people at all. But I tell you what, I clicked in close to 300,000 impacts in life. And they are today scattered across the globe, CEOs of companies, operations heads of companies. Some of them are in the political arena. I salute them for getting where they are because they had a purpose. They were only steered to find the purpose. Now, you're welcome to have a look at what we do, and this is complimentary. We don't charge anything on these platforms. The platform that you can go and have a look at is called mentalresiliencemastery.com. Mental, MENTAL, resilience, mastery, MASTERY.com. Get into that website, register in there, come into a session. One of the key sessions I run every Thursday, the other session I run every night and every morning. And this is solely for people who want to get direction, purpose in life. And that's conducted by a lot of my team members across the globe. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for talking with us, sir. In the last, do you want to give any small message to the online audience which is listening?
For sure. I want to leave with you with what I call my core creed. It's 10 words, 2 letters each word. If It is to be. It is up to me. Make a screenplay of that. Save it on the screensaver. Put it up on your walls everywhere. Put it on your fridge. Put it everywhere in front of your dashboard. And just see. You take responsibility for everything you do every moment, 24/7, and you see how your life changes.
Thank you for talking with us today, and I'm very sure you inspired a lot of students today. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.